In Thailand, tales of the supernatural are often intertwined with moral lessons, reflecting Buddhist beliefs about karma, suffering, and rebirth. One of the most frightening and tragic figures in Thai folklore is the Preta, or Preta in Pali, a tormented spirit, cursed to wander the earth in eternal hunger and thirst, a grim reminder of the consequences of greed, selfishness, and bad karma. The Preta is said to be the spirit of a person who, in their past life, committed great sins, especially those related to greed and gluttony. Their punishment is to be reborn as a ghost, eternally suffering from insatiable hunger and thirst, yet unable to satisfy their cravings. These spirits are often described as towering figures, with emaciated bodies, their mouths tiny like the eye of a needle, while their stomachs are bloated and distended, an image that symbolizes their endless and futile need for food and drink. The legend of the Preta is not just a myth. It has deep roots in Buddhist teachings. In Buddhist cosmology, the Preta exists in one of the lower realms of existence, known as the realm of hungry ghosts. People believe that becoming a Preta is the result of accumulating negative karma, especially through selfish or harmful actions. The story of the Preta is often told during the Buddhist festival of Chum Ben in Thailand and Cambodia, a time when offerings are made to feed hungry ghosts and spirits of ancestors. The festival is not only a time for remembrance, but also a way for the living to alleviate the suffering of these tortured souls, who are believed to roam the earth during this period. One such tale about the Preta dates back to the Ayutthaya period in Thailand. It is said that a wealthy nobleman, known for his greed and cruelty, hoarded wealth and food while refusing to help the poor and needy. Even during times of famine, when people starved around him, he lived in luxury, gorging on extravagant meals. He stole from others, manipulated people for his own gain, and took what he could without a shred of compassion. When the nobleman died, his soul did not find peace. Instead, he was reborn as a Preta, cursed to suffer the consequences of his greed. His once proud form became a grotesque sight. His body stretched impossibly tall, with skeletal arms and legs, and a swollen belly that constantly ached from hunger. His mouth, however, was so small that no food could pass through it, and whenever he tried to eat, the food would turn to fire or ash in his mouth. According to legend, this Preta would wander the outskirts of villages, its long limbs and towering figure visible from afar, frightening those who saw it. The villagers described hearing its cries at night, a mournful wail of pain and hunger. It was said that anyone who encountered the Preta would be overcome with a deep sense of dread, a reminder of the suffering that awaited those who lived selfish, greedy lives. In one village, a monk became aware of the Preta's presence. Through his meditation, he sensed the suffering of the ghost and understood that it was bound to the village because of the karma it had accumulated in life. The monk urged the villagers to make merit, perform good deeds, offer food to the monks, and share their blessings with the Preta. During a special ceremony, the villagers gathered at the temple, offering food and prayers to help ease the ghost's suffering. As they made the offerings, some claimed to see a shadowy figure at the edge of the temple grounds, watching silently. Though the Preta's suffering could never fully end until it had worked through its karmic debt, the villagers believed that their merit could lessen its torment. Over time, the sightings of the Preta became less frequent, and its cries faded from the night. The villagers continued to make offerings during the Chumben festival each year, hoping to help not only the Preta, but also the spirits of their own ancestors. To this day, the Preta remains a powerful symbol in Thai and Buddhist culture, representing the dangers of unchecked greed and the importance of compassion, generosity, and mindfulness of one's actions. In temples across Thailand, statues of the Preta can be found, their emaciated forms serving as a stark reminder of the spiritual consequences of living a life consumed by selfish desires. Even in modern times, some Thai people claim to have encountered Preta spirits. Sightings are often reported near cemeteries or ancient temples, where these tormented souls are believed to linger. Those who encounter a Preta describe a feeling of overwhelming sadness and pity, as though the ghost's suffering is palpable in the air around them. In the end, the legend of the Preta teaches a timeless lesson: that our actions, particularly those driven by greed and selfishness, can have far-reaching consequences, both in this life and beyond.